We just had the Golden Globes and all the biggest celebrities were there, so you know it's going to be messy. But Selena Gomez got a lot of attention for the wrong reason. I mean, granted, I think she looked beautiful. I loved her dress. She seemed happy with her man, Benny Blanco, but there were some clips that went viral on TikTok, and some people suspect there's something wrong with Selena. Granted, we know that she has health issues and things like that, so I want you guys to keep that in mind. Like, here's a clip of Selena being interviewed on the red carpet, and the comment suggests that there's something more going on.
Okay, let's talk about this dress.
Oh,
who are you wearing?
This is Prada, and it feels very Cinderella-like.
Yes.
So I thought I would lean into that.
Oh, look, we got a guest here.
Oh, who do we have?
Now, right off the bat, I want to declare that I am a Selena fan, but she does sound like she's dragging her voice a little bit, kind of sounding like Hayden Panettiere did in her interview she did with People magazine earlier this year. Throwback to that. But on the same note, I'm not trying to suggest that she's on something or there's something wrong here, but it's not the same Selena Gomez I'm used to hearing. This person commented, I don't know. All I can say is that when you have lupus during a bad flare-up, it's honestly really hard to form and say sentences on the fly. It's embarrassing and it feels like brain fog. Another person adds, she takes medicine for pain management due to her lupus. And then finally, another person added, I have to take 14 medications for my lupus. I have days where my mouth has no spit and my speech is slurred. And yes, I'm a bit high from necessary pain management. Now, I am not a doctor here. I'm not Dr. Sloan, and I'm not going to act like I know what Selena Gomez could be on. We know that she had a kidney transplant from her friend. I actually have a conspiracy video coming up soon that we'll see if it comes out because it's pretty controversial. We also saw Selena in Palm Springs at the International Film Festival, and here's another clip where, again, Selena does... I mean, I don't know if she's just had some surgery done. You know, celebrities, they go and get surgery all the time. I'm not going to shame her for doing that. Maybe she had a lower facelift and maybe her chin, her mouth is a little bit tight or something. I even feel like that's too judgmental. Girl, do what you want. But let's go ahead and react to this clip and I'll show you what the comments are saying.
This has been like to spend some extra time with Ariana Grande.
It's just so crazy because we're experiencing things at the same time, and we never grew up together personally, but we
I almost just feel like she got her mouth this is Sloan's hot take, and again, we don't plastic surgery shame here. I feel like she got a facelift here and it just made her mouth really tight, you know, look at how her mouth was just a little bit tight. It'll loosen up in time.
feel like we have. So I think it's just really nice to be like, are you nervous? Yes. Are you nervous? Yes. But I'm proud of her, you know.
Which is amazing to hear you say that because of the stages that you've been on, the tens of thousands of people you perform in front of. Same for her, that you guys are still nervous stepping into these new experiences after, all of the global stages you've been on.
I totally respect, though, the choice to want to take your life in a new direction. And I think that's what I'm so grateful.
Maybe it's her teeth, too. It kind of looks like her bottom teeth match her top teeth. I don't know. I'm thinking way too hard about this. Now, I told you we were going to look at the comments, and they have a lot to say. This person writes, am I crazy? This has literally been her voice my entire life. Another person added, everyone saying her voice sounds weird clearly hasn't watched Wizards of Waverly Place. Another person adds, mind y'all, she's not 17 anymore, and she has lupus. And then finally, this person disagrees. Her voice sounds completely normal. I don't know what you guys are talking about. She seems so happy. I love her.
After watching the video myself, her voice really does sound totally different from what it used to sound like just a couple of years ago when she was still a very popular music artist. Even people in the comments of the viral video had something to say. She sounds like Kermit the Frog, Patrick Mahomes. What happened to her? The voice change is crazy because everyone's saying that her voice sounds totally different.
Now, before we get off the topic of Selena Gomez, I do want to mention that Benny Blanco was, of course, there with her. And there was a reaction going viral online of seemingly Zendaya kind of giving Benny a look. And the look speaks for itself. Now, okay, I know what you're going to say. She just glanced over at him, but there's a lot of people in the comments saying that she gave a really odd smile. Look at the zoom in on her face, but I think we need to leave Benny alone, okay? Selena is happy and Benny is fine. In other news, we saw Kylie Jenner was in attendance at the Golden Globes with her man Timothee, and she is not pregnant at all. Actually, there were cute videos of them just kind of walking through the theater together, him holding her hand, and it was nice to see that he actually does claim her. You know, he's handsome. I'll say it once. Now, of course, there were a ton of clips of Kylie and Timothee all night. This one has Demi Moore going and greeting Elle Fanning, and it seems like she kind of disses Kylie Jenner. I wanted you guys to take a look for yourself. Wait, look at the music in the background. I cannot. This is... You guys even see the diss. So you can see Kylie kind of like speaks to her briefly. Demi doesn't even really look in her direction. And then it's like Demi tries not to. I mean, Kylie turned her back and then she quickly moved to Timothee without saying anything to Miss Jenner, which a lot of people in the comments were like, you know, what does Demi Moore have to say to a Kardashian Jenner type? Now, I don't think that was that big of a deal, but people did have their reactions on social media. One person wrote, you don't have to be a fan of Kylie to know that's rude of Demi. Another person wrote, it's actually disappointing. Kylie didn't do anything to her, so it shows that she was looking down on her. If she can do that to her, she will to us. Now, people were making their judgments of Demi Moore, but her daughter actually decided to step in. So Demi Moore's daughter posted on social media trying to stop all of the rumors, and this is what she wrote. She writes, nipping this straight in the bud. So we spent New Year with Elle. So connecting with her after a win was very organic to do. This angel was in total shock and delight moving through the room. This was not a snub of any sort. She had seen KJ wanting to congratulate her, she would have fully given her the time and space. Literally just give it all a break and let the gal enjoy her accomplishments, which I did see the Substance movie. I actually really liked it because I like the quirky, gory kind of films, but comment below if you saw it, what did you think? Now here's a short clip, but I made a video reacting to this of Timothee being asked about Kylie Jenner at that same Palm Springs International Film Festival, and the way that he answers this question is so creepy because it's just so wild how PR trained he is, and then at the same time he's trying so hard not to acknowledge his girlfriend Kylie. It's like it makes sense why he had her at the Golden Globes and everyone was seeing her, because he had to make up for this answer.
I know you also brought your partner in crime Kylie here too. What's it like to have her supporting you on a night like this?
It's a great feeling to be in a room with so much love and so many great peers and people that are fantastic, and I like seeing the new wave and the new generation here, and I also like seeing you know, everyone that's been holding it down for decades plus.
Wait, so he's talking about his peers, some old folks who've been holding it down. No mention of his girlfriend Kylie, which I would have been personally offended. Let me know if you would be in the comments below. Ariana did open up a little bit on stage at this same event. I actually feel like more happened here than the Golden Globes, but she did reveal that she's been using Juvederm and Botox, which, you know, is just a little joke coming from Ariana Grande. She's trying to lighten up the mood a little bit. Now, in a lie detector test earlier this year, Ariana said that she hadn't been using these like fillers and Botox for about 4 years now, which she did later on do an interview and reiterated that she's still not been using these things, but I don't quite know why she's joking about it. I mean, Hollywood joked about a lot of different things at the Golden Globes. I mean, even the winners got this like luxury bag that had like a vacation in it and had like a facelift in it. A $40,000 facelift in it. So Hollywood has just gotten very comfortable with plastic surgery.
So I never thought at the age of 31 I would be hearing the words rising star again. So I want to start by thanking my good friends Botox and Juvederm.
Now, there's something going on with Justin Bieber because it seems like he is clearing house. We know that he's had kind of a weird relationship with Scooter Braun, who we're not going to show any photos of Scooter Braun unless we blur them in this video, because he has tried to come after me so many times and I don't want to lose my channel over Scooter. Now, it looks like Justin Bieber recently unfollowed Scooter Braun, the man responsible for making Justin's career. Also, the same man who pushed him off to Diddy, but you guys know they've been together since 2008 when Scooter started managing the 13-year-old Justin Bieber. Their relationship became rocky, and in 2023, it seems like Justin was actively looking at how he could extract himself from Scooter at the time. As of August 2023, it looks like Justin was still under contract for about 4 more years, following a series of amendments to his deal that Scooter made in 2020. We all saw what Scooter did to Taylor Swift. In June 2024, Scooter left his management position and began as the CEO at Hybe America, which Hybe is responsible for a lot of artists, including Cat's Eye, if you guys know Cat's Eye. Now, because people were questioning, why did Justin unfollow Scooter? Scooter started feeling the heat. I mean, he's wronged so many celebrities, so I can understand why he's fearful of backlash and why he's tried to have my channel removed, but he actually deactivated his Instagram after Justin unfollowed him, probably trying to avoid this wave of questioning and hate. But right now, it's not just Scooter Braun who's in the hot seat. He's also blocked other people from his team, including this woman, Allison Kay, Ryan Good, and Kenny Hamilton. Let's briefly go through each one of these people and their relationship to Justin. Allison worked very closely to Justin. She was his day-to-day manager. She also did tour management when he went through some of his public controversies. She did crisis management. She also did his album and project coordination and creative direction. So she had a stake in every part of Justin's career. This article wrote, a few sleuths think that Justin may have blocked his former manager, Allison Kay. She's currently president of music at Hybe. It looks like Scooter brought her along with him when he became CEO. But Allison and Justin have not been working together for a while, for at least the last couple of years, particularly through the Selena Haley stuff. Allison has been positively commenting on Selena's posts. She does have a very close relationship with Selena Gomez, so maybe that's why he unfollowed her. But when you see that she is not the only one, it's odd to do this all within one day. These 3-4 people who worked very closely with you. Let's talk about Ryan Good, because he was a huge part of Justin's career, especially his documentary that premiered on YouTube. There are so many red flags when it comes to this man, Ryan. I mean, keep in mind that Ryan has stake inside of Justin's clothing brand, Drew. So he has to work with Justin in some capacity. But how did he get there? Well, he started off as a swagger coach for Justin. A swagger coach. This role was supposed to be someone to keep him fresh and cool, but also faithful and on the straight edge. He would also join Justin for tour, and part of his job was being a friend and a mentor. So he kind of sounds like a celebrity handler, in my opinion. You guys might be wondering, well, who watched the celebrity when we were handling him? Well, that would be Kenny Hamilton. Kenny Hamilton is a bodyguard. He has vouched for Justin over the years, saying when, Justin had that clip of him saying the N slur, the racist slur, out in social media, Kenny came to his defense saying that he's not racist and all those things. So I think it's very interesting that Justin is removing these 4 people who are so connected within his career. A lot of people are questioning on social media. One person writes, all of them? That seems pretty odd. Someone added, something major must have happened. Justin is really starting the new year by cleaning the house for good. Another person added, something big and sad is definitely happening here. Something we don't know. There's no way he's blocking his whole team. Who's next? On a positive note, we noticed at the Golden Globes that Zendaya actually had a big rock on her finger, because it turns out that she's engaged to Tom Holland, her longtime co-star in various projects and her boyfriend since 2021. They actually met on this set of Spider-Man, which led them to date in 2021, and then now get engaged recently at the end of 2024, right between Christmas and New Year's, which I can appreciate because, personal note, pet peeve, I do not like when people do an engagement for a birthday or Christmas. It's just no, give me a Christmas present, give me a birthday present. Not me acting spoiled over here, but it seems like they got engaged and they had a very close and romantic and private moment. I'm even surprised that she's unveiling this so soon, but I think she's just really excited to be with Tom, and they're going to have a crazy year this year. They're going to both feature in the Odyssey, and then in July there's another sequel to the Spider-Man movie they were in. So it's kind of cool that they had met on set and now they are engaged on set doing a sequel to that movie. It's kind of like a Hollywood love story. which we don't see too many of those nowadays. It also seems like Tom was a gentleman and asked Zendaya's father months and months ago, so good for them. We're sending them well wishes. Poor Liam Payne. Gosh, this case doesn't get a break, and honestly, I just want him to rest in peace, but we need justice. A waiter who was charged last month in connection to the death of Liam Payne has been arrested in Argentina for selling Liam cocaine. His name is Brian, and he was arrested Friday, January 3rd, which actually I remember this guy was interviewed. I want to say it was November 11th, 2024, if my memory serves me correctly. Now, Brian and his lawyer declare that he is innocent, telling the local news that, yeah, they did use drugs together, but Brian never provided them. Here's a clip of Brian being interviewed back in November, and while it is in Spanish, you guys can pay attention to the screen and read the captions there.
Brian Nahuel País, tu nombre figura en el expediente judicial en el cual se investiga la muerte de Liam Payne. Se dice que vos le suministraste drogas. ¿Sí o no? ¿Es así?
La realidad es que no le suministré drogas. Con Liam nos conocimos, él me contactó en lo que es mi trabajo. Ahí nos pasamos lo que es el contacto. Si nos vimos esa noche, normal, él me fue a buscar abajo porque me había perdido. Tipo, no sabía cómo llegar al hotel y me fue a buscar.
¿Casa Sur?
No, en el Hydra que está en Palermo. En el primero.
En el que estuvo anteriormente.
Sí, ahí nos juntamos, él me mostró un poco de su música, de la música que iba a sacar adelante. Dicen que él estaba bajo, creo que no se estaba drogando, o no sé, o es lo que se estaba diciendo, pero la realidad es que no. Él cuando llegó al local donde yo trabajo, ella estaba drogada, de hecho no comió, no.
So that guy is on the defense. He does not want to go to jail for killing one former One Direction member. Brian's lawyer claims that Brian had affection for Liam and respected him, that he did not want to take advantage of him in any respect. So he ultimately did not do this and did not intend to harm him, and they want him to walk away freely. Brian is just one of 5 people who have been charged on December 30th by Argentina's National Criminal and Correctional Prosecutor's Office. It also looks like his good friend Roger was charged. We have people like Glida and Esteban, who worked at the hotel, also charged. Now, while Brian is trying really hard to declare his innocence, the prosecutors aren't going easy on him.
So one of the suspects accused of selling substances to Liam Payne is on the run. It says here that police are on the hunt for a second man accused of selling drugs to Liam Payne following the arrest of waiter Brian Paz. An arrest warrant has allegedly been issued for 21-year-old Ezekiel David Pereira after he failed to respond to a court summons for preventative detention. According to respected Argentinian news website Infobay, the suspended hotel worker was not at his Buenos Aires home when police attempted to execute the court order, and he remains a fugitive.
Now, while Brian is trying really hard to declare his innocence, the prosecutors aren't going easy on him. And they're saying that he actually sold Liam these drugs twice on October 14th, 2 days before his death. His good buddy Roger, who we've talked about on the channel, was charged after failing to fulfill his duties of care, assistance, and help. And he abandoned him knowing that he was suffering from multiple addictions. When it comes to Liam Payne's death, I don't think there's one person to blame, because it wasn't one person that pushed him off this balcony. It was a lot of factors. His record label letting him go, his psychiatrist letting him go. I mean, if you're going to talk about someone with mental health issues, it does not help when the psychiatrist lets go the mentally ill person. TMZ reported his psychiatrist let him go just weeks before his death, saying that he needed a higher level of care than what she could provide. Now, a psychiatrist typically will give you medication. So for instance, I go to a therapist, he's not medically licensed, so he doesn't give me any medications. I just talk to him. But a psychiatrist gives you medication. So I wonder if she did cut him off and he didn't go and seek a higher level of care. Was he just cut off from his medication? The therapist claims they provided a list of doctors and rehab centers she believed could help Liam, but not sure if he ever took any of those up, which is super unfortunate. I don't think the psychiatrist could be fired because they actually tried to do their due diligence by letting him go, saying they can't give you these drugs and have you drinking and those things, but very complicated, very sad. Nicki Minaj has found herself in more trouble. 2024 wasn't a great year for her, and I don't know if 2025 is going to be much better. I mean, not when she's being sued by a former employee for assault, battery, and emotional distress at the beginning of the new year. Now, this guy, Brandon Garrett, claims that he was in Detroit with Nicki Minaj, and she told him to go and get her prescriptions for her.
Nicki Minaj is being sued by a former employee that accuses her of assaulting them during the Pink Friday 2 tour. She's now responding, and now TMZ is also reporting that the police have issued a warrant request. Now, TMZ is reporting that Nicki Minaj could face criminal charges for the incident alleged in her former manager's recent lawsuit. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ the Detroit Police Department have sent a warrant request to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office that is being reviewed to determine whether criminal charges will be issued. According to TMZ, it will fall on the prosecutor to decide if they will file charges.
So Brandon is Nicki's former day-to-day manager, and essentially she told him to go and pick up a prescription for her. I don't know what this prescription was, what kind of pills it was. There were some rumors of her having issues and our blind and break down her abusing opioids. Now, I don't know what was going on with Brandon, but he claims he was too busy to go and get the medication, so he actually had another staff member do this. When he informed Nicki that's what happened, she became enraged and attacked him. Brandon says that Nicki reportedly told him his life was over before hitting him in the face with an open palm. He alleged that the rapper then slapped his wrist, knocking papers from his hands. The employee is suing Nicki for assault, battery, and emotional distress, plus damages. Nicki Minaj's lawyer put out a statement saying that no complaint has been served to Nicki Minaj yet, so she is not being sued and they're not aware of these specific allegations, though Brandon suggests otherwise, that she has been served, so it's a little bit up for debate whether she has this suit against her or not, but the fact that they're responding now shows that she is aware of it. Now, this isn't a good look because, like I told you guys, in 2024, she found herself in a bunch of trouble. Not only for getting into arguments with Meg Thee Stallion, but also getting into legal trouble while across the border. Actually, I believe in Amsterdam, she had a bunch of weed with her and she found herself in trouble. Here's a throwback clip of her dealing with police.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's.
I'm not
smart to
carrying
go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present. So I'm under arrest.
Yes.
But
Yes.
under arrest for what?
Okay, stop filming now.
I'm under arrest for what?
Okay.
Do you
Stop
know what
filming
happened
now.
when I came
you
here?
have to go inside.
Huh? What you said?
Can you please stop filming and just step in the car for us?
No, I need a lawyer.
Now, Kanye wished Bianca a happy 30th birthday in the only way he knew how, a totally nude video. Bianca has turned 30 years old, and in her honor, Kanye took to Instagram to post several videos of his wife writing "Happy birthday, baby." Now, we're going to censor the bottom half of this video for understandable reasons, but let's go ahead and watch it. I feel like it's really eerie and spooky, which speaks to their relationship. Like, look how scary she looks. Is it slow motion too? It makes her look kind of like alien-esque when it's like slow motion like this. He really did try to make Kim look alike, didn't he? But it seems like Bianca had the celebrity birthday she's always dreamed of. She was partying with Penelope Cruz and dancing around, and it seems like they are on better terms, which is wild because like 2 months ago, we were reporting that they were split up. In response to that clip of Penelope and Bianca dancing, these people write, "It's so crazy how much she looks like Kim." Another person writes, "I know a cocaine dance when I see one." And then finally, this person added, he wanted a Kim that would listen to him. Now, Selena, not Selena Gomez, as Selena we started with, but Selena, her killer, Yolanda, is trying to get out on parole. I'm saying let's keep her locked up. I did a deep dive on Selena's life, and if you are not familiar, she was a talented artist who was shot and killed by her biggest fan who ultimately sabotaged her. Well, Yolanda is attempting to secure her release from prison. She's currently serving a life sentence for the murder of Selena. Even if Yolanda does get out, there are a ton of Selena fans who are waiting for their day to get justice. It reminds me of like, I didn't really understand the murder until one day I went to a birthday party and they had a big print of Yolanda's head on it and they were beating it. And I was like, who's that woman? And it's Selena's killer. But it seems like if she does get out, there's going to be people ready waiting for her to take it on site. Moving on to our next topic, this is the Sloan Show, so we move quickly. Talking about Apple, it looks like they have reached a settlement. This headline reads, Apple to cough up $95 million to settle claims it used Siri to eavesdrop on customers. They have agreed to give up this money in a lawsuit which claims that Siri was listening to a bunch of customers without their permission.
Apple has agreed to a $95 million settlement for the Siri eavesdropping lawsuit. The tech giant was accused of using Siri to record conversations through iPhones and other devices equipped with virtual assistant. If the settlement is approved, this means that tens of millions of people who owned Apple devices anywhere between 2014 and last year could possibly file a claim.
Now, if you say, hey Siri, your device is supposed to reply to you, and that's when it's allowed to listen to you. But this lawsuit claims that it wasn't just these key words that set off Siri, that there were other moments where it was in fact listening to you, which is scary that all these devices are, predicting our next move. So it looks like if you had an iPhone from September 17th, 2014 up until now, you could go and file and get $20. $20 back for your Siri listening to situation. What the hell? $20. That's like a piece of pizza, like a pizza pie in LA, not a piece of pizza. Like $5 for a piece of pizza, but even way too much. I remember in college, you get one slice of pizza, $1.50, and it was huge. Now I'm here in LA and they're like, $5 for a cauliflower crust. No, I don't want a cauliflower crust. A dairy-free pizza? Where's the pizza? No, and shout out to all the gluten-free girlies. Shout out to all the lactose-intolerant girlies. I like the real thing. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Sloan Show. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.